Orchid Mantis. It doesn't wait to blend in, or it replaces the flower itself.
In humid forests of Southeast Asia, this mantis positions its petal-shaped legs outward,
Holding still in a way that mimics the symmetry of real blossoms. Pollinators don't just ignore it. They are drawn toward it, treating it like a feeding spot. The deception goes beyond color. Its posture, spacing, and even subtle movements match how flowers sway. This turns camouflage into active attraction rather than simple hiding. Instead of avoiding detection, it exploits the instincts of its prey. The result is a trap that works in plain sight, where visibility becomes the advantage. Younger individuals often display brighter whites and pinks, matching fresh blooms, while older ones can dull slightly to fit aging vegetation. Dead leaf mantis. At first glance, it looks less like an animal and more like something discarded. The edges of its body curl irregularly, mimicking decay rather than perfection. And that detail is what makes it convincing. Found across parts of Asia, it stays motionless among real leaf litter, where inconsistency is expected. Small holes, uneven coloring, and broken outlines remove any hint of symmetry. Predators scanning for clean shapes simply pass over it. The disguise works not by blending in perfectly, but by appearing too insignificant to notice. Movement is where the illusion becomes complete. When disturbed, it doesn't flee immediately. It rocks gently as if pushed by wind, copying the behavior of actual dry leaves. This delay reduces suspicion before any escape attempt. Ghost mantis. Nothing about its outline feels solid. Thin extensions stretch from its head and limbs, breaking up its shape into fragments. In African habitats where vegetation is sparse and brittle, this scattered silhouette prevents the eye from locking on. It rarely relies on color alone. Instead, it disrupts recognition itself. From a distance, it looks incomplete, almost like something half there. That uncertainty is enough to delay both predators and prey. The disguise works by making identification difficult, not by copying a single object. Behavior reinforces that illusion in a quiet, deliberate way. It shifts slowly between positions, often pausing mid-motion as if caught between states. This irregular pacing avoids drawing attention through sudden movement. Spiny flower mantis. It doesn't try to look clean or symmetrical. It exaggerates detail instead, covered in small spikes and bright contrasting colors. This mantis from Africa mimics flowers that appear complex and irregular up close. The spikes break its outline into multiple points, making it harder to detect. From a distance, the colors attract insects expecting nectar. But at close range, the texture prevents recognition. It creates a visual conflict, something inviting, yet impossible to clearly define. That confusion buys it the time it needs. When prey approaches, the illusion holds. It stays completely still, allowing insects to commit before reacting. Unlike simpler disguises, this one operates on multiple layers at once. Devil's Flower Mantis. It doesn't imitate a single flower. It imitates the idea of a large, overwhelming bloom. In parts of Africa, this mantis spreads its broad, petal-like limbs outward, creating a silhouette that feels exaggerated compared to real plants. The scale alone draws attention, but not in a way that signals danger. Insects interpret it as a rich feeding spot rather than a threat. The contrast between size and stillness makes the illusion stronger. It turns presence into bait, using visibility as a tool instead of avoiding it. When it reacts, the shift is sudden and controlled. That wide, decorative shape collapses instantly into a striking form. Conehead mantis. The head doesn't match what most expect from a mantis. And that mismatch is exactly the point. Its elongated cone-shaped head aligns with narrow leaves. Instead of flattening its body like others, it stretches upward, turning into a vertical line among many similar lines. Predators scanning horizontally miss it, while prey treats it as just another plant structure. The disguise is not about color or texture, but about direction. It changes how the body fits into the environment. Its movement follows the same logic. Rather than stepping across surfaces, it often advances along stems. Maintaining that straight upward posture keeps the illusion intact. By matching that pattern, it becomes part of a visual rhythm. Bark mantis. Up close, it doesn't resemble leaves or flowers at all. It resembles damage. Its body is flattened and irregular with textures and tones, matching cracked tree bark rather than healthy plant surfaces. Found in forested regions of Asia and Africa, it presses itself tightly against trunks, where shadows and rough patterns dominate. The goal is to merge into a surface. Lines, cracks, and color variations around it help erase its outline. It becomes part of the tree rather than something on it. Its behavior is restrained and calculated. It avoids unnecessary movement, especially along exposed surfaces, and often shifts only when shadows change. Twig mantis. At a distance, it's almost indistinguishable from the thin branches. The body is narrow, rigid, and segmented in a way that mirrors small twigs. In dry and semi-dry environments, this form allows it to disappear into repetition. It doesn't rely on striking colors or complex textures. Simplicity is what makes it convincing. Among dozens of similar lines, it becomes just another extension of the plant, mimicking the subtle shifts of a twig under light wind. Its brown or gray tones match dry vegetation. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you already know what to do.